Hello, this is Lee over at 3D Palace, and welcome to part 1 of our Lehman Rus inspired tank build. We're going to jump right in, and the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to start working on the tread housing, the tank tread housing. We're going to work from the outside in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a cylinder, and I'm in the left viewport here. So let's go ahead. And I'm just going to draw this out until it looks about right to me for the scale I want to go for. It's good, right about there. Okay. I'm going to grab this and shift and drag it over about here. Click OK. I'm going to bring that down. Okay. Now, one thing I probably should have done before I did that, I'm going to come over here to my modifier list. Come on, computer. There we go. Alright, height segments need to be 1. Sides is fine. And I want my radius to be an even number. So let's go ahead and just do 1. And then that can be 1. Alright. So that they're relatively even here. And let's go ahead and shift and drag. Click OK, and I'm going to move this down to about here. Okay. Now, the Lehman Rus is based on a couple of different antique tank designs. One of them being a French design, the other one being the British Mark I and Mark II land battleships from World War I. The French design is an interwar design, so I'll have the names of the different tanks that it's based on for you in another part, so you can look them up. Let's go ahead and I'm going to grab another cylinder, and this one's going to be up a little higher. Let me grab my refs here so I can see where I'm going to go here. And probably about here-ish. This one's going to be slightly smaller. Okay. Now I'm going to change this. Okay, the heights are going to be 0.25. I want it to be 1/4 of the size. But the height's going to be 1. Okay, height segment 1 is fine. Now I'm going to make some copies of this. I'm going to shift and drag over to about here. Okay, that one's a little too low. So let's go ahead and bring this guy up a little. About like so. Okay. Now this guy is going to come down to here so that he's roughly the same distance to the bottom as that guy is. Okay, we're going to move him back a little bit, about like so. Okay. Alright, now just going to grab this first one and I'm going to go ahead and convert it to an editable polygon. We're going to go into our perspective mode, zoom out. I want to turn my edge faces on so I can see. I'm going to turn that grid off because we don't need them anymore. Okay, now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to attach everything. Okay. Now we want to join everything up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my polygon selection tool, and I want to take from this edge and bring it up here. So every polygon on the corner here. All right, come on. What are we doing? There we go. All the way down to the bottom here. So we need to figure out which edge we're going to draw off of here. So it's probably about the same one. And I'm going to delete all these back-facing polys we don't need either. Okay. So that's going to take care of that. Now we also need to figure out where exactly we're going to attach here on this guy. So I'm thinking from here to remove off. Okay. Now there are different ways to do this, obviously. This is the way I'm going to do it because this is the way that is most cross-platform-ish, so to speak. Okay, now I'm going to grab this edge here, and I'm going to grab this edge here, and we're going to bridge them. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to grab everything from here down and around to about here. Okay. Delete those. And again, we're going to connect everything here, here, bridge, back to polygon selection mode. Okay. Actually, I'm going to delete this one too. Now, everything from this edge, so this edge here, is going to need to go away until we get to the bottom. And then that edge is going to connect over there. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and figure out which ones we need to delete over here. So we know all of these got to go. Right? Right. Okay. And then, so from that edge to that edge there. Okay, let's go ahead and just delete all those. And since we're here, let's go ahead and grab this border, or this edge here, and this edge here, and go ahead and bridge. And we actually could have, we need to redo. We need to get rid of this guy here. There we go. Alright, and this one, and bridge. There we go. And then this guy to this guy, and bridge. Now the reason I'm doing this, like I said, it's this way is multi-platform-ish. We can take this technique into pretty much any other 3D application and get the same results, which is why I'm not using splines or any of that other stuff. So it's just basic poly modeling. Now what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing this interior border, and we're just going to hit a cap. Okay. Now I'm leaving these circulars in here, basically because actually let's go ahead and delete that because this one is not right. We can come down one more here. So let me go ahead and get rid of this polygon. Get rid of that polygon and do it again. It's we can take it into Blender, we could take it into Maya, we can take it into pretty much any other 3D application and get similar results. So that's why we're doing it this way. Let's go ahead and cap it. Okay, now I am leaving these circles in because they're going to help me with detailing later. But for right now, that's basically our tank tread housing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this guy here and I'm going to move him in a little bit. So about like so is good. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my scale tool And I'm going to shift and drag them down and in. And then I'm going to grab the move tool and shift and drag them out about like so. Okay, and then actually about like that. Okay, turn that off, and then we're going to grab the mirror tool, mirror it over, and as a copy. Okay, and we're going to turn the offset down so that they touch. Overlapping. Click OK. Because now what I can do is I can go ahead, take the original, attach this guy, and we're going to grab these guys here. We want all of these. So just straight down the middle. Make sure we got them all. Okay, and we're going to throw a weld on it. And turn the weld up a bit. Okay. Make sure we get everybody. Go. Okay, we're going to need to undo that much. That's fine. So basically what I'm going to want to do is we're going to need to move this whole part over just a tad more. So I can take this, zoom in, go, snap it on. Alright, so now we can take our weld tool and we can weld everything together without losing our definition, which is actually rather important. Okay, go ahead and click OK on that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our edge. Okay, make sure that this edge, or this line here, is all the way around, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create shape from selection, and this shape is going to be called tread guide. Okay, click OK, and then this we're going to rename tread housing. Alright, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. In the next part, we're going to start working on the main body of the tank, getting that blocked in, and then we can go from there. So, until the next time, bye-bye.